Good morning, everybody. Okay, it's Tuesday, 8:45 a.m., July 10th, Vegas. I want to share an article with you guys from Fox News written by Andrew O'Reilly. Trump pardons ranchers whose arrest led to the armed occupation of wildlife refuge. President Trump on Tuesday pardoned the father and son ranchers from Oregon whose imprisonment for setting fires on federal land sparked a 41-day takeover of a wildlife refuge in the state. Trump signed the order granting clemency to 76-year-old Dwight Hammond and his son Stephen Hammond, who were convicted of arson in 2012 for fires that burned on federal land in 2001 and 2006. Though they served their original sentence for conviction, Dwight served 3 months, Stephen served 1 year. An appellate judge ruled in 2015 that the terms were too short under federal minimum sentencing laws, and the Hammonds were resentenced to serve the mandatory minimum. The decision led to the 2016 protest. The Hammonds are multi-generational cattle ranchers in Oregon imprisoned in connection with a fire that leaked onto a small portion of neighboring public grazing land, the White House said in a statement. The evidence at trial regarding the Hammonds' responsibility for the fire was conflicting, and the jury acquitted them on most of the charges. The statement added, "Justice is overdue for Dwight and Stephen Hammond, both of whom are entirely deserving of these grants of executive clemency." Dwight has so far served 3 years in prison. Steve has served about 4. They've paid $400,000 to the United States to settle a related civil suit. The resentencing sparked the protests from Ammon Bundy and dozens of others who occupied the Maher National Wildlife Refuge near the Hammonds Ranch from January 2nd to February 11th, 2016. The armed occupiers changed the refuge's name to Harney County Resource Center, reflecting their belief that the federal government has only a very limited right to own property. During the standoff at the refuge, FBI agent Joseph Asteria allegedly shot rancher Lavoy Finicum when officers arrested leaders of the occupation. Asteria was later accused of falsely denying he fired 2 shots at Finicum or his truck and pled not guilty to 3 counts of making a false statement and 2 counts of obstruction of justice. This is the latest series of Trump pardons. Back in April, Trump pardoned Scooter Libby. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here. I don't want to hear about this. Critics say the president could be ignoring valid claims for clemency as he works outside the typical pardon process, focusing on cases brought to his attention by friends, famous people, and conservative media pundits. Aides say that Trump has been especially drawn to cases in which he believes the prosecutions may have been politically motivated, a situation that may remind him of his own position at the center of the ongoing special counsel investigation into the Russian election meddling. Many have also seen the president as sending a signal with his pardons to former aides and associates caught up in the probe or lashing out at enemies like former director James Comey, who oversaw the prosecution lifestyle of guru Martha Stewart, who Trump said he's thinking of pardoning. So that's the latest. Wow. I don't even know what to say, guys. I'm just overly ecstatic by this news, and I really hope it's true, and I really hope that that is what he's doing, is anybody that was convicted of anything because of political motivations should be pardoned, because, you know, their prosecution is sketchy. So we knew it was with the Hammonds. Ammon and them revealed that. And we know that the BLM and the Forest Service have a long history of targeting landowners that have property that would be beneficial to one of the federal agencies. You know, I wish there would be there was something that Trump could do about Wayne Hage's case. You know, the amount of years he spent battling the court and the fact that he won a huge settlement from them, which was then overturned, and now the federal government doesn't have to pay it, is such bullcrap. And, you know, I wish Trump had the power to do something about that too. But to me, wonderful news. What a great way to start the morning. And I thank you to the individual that gave me a heads up about it so I could get the information out to you guys. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll talk to you later.